President Brown, members of the Board of Trustees and Overseers, faculty, family and friends, and fellow members of the class of 2012. It is an honor to speak to you today. Today, I would like to share a story that I know will resonate with each and every one of us. This story is about the freshman fear. Sitting here as seniors, that fear seems to be a quiet whisper in our college memories, quieted by our accomplishments and the bittersweet passage of time. Yet I am not so sure our college years will be the last time we feel that pesky fear. The fact is, while we are seniors at Boston University, we are still super freshmen to the School of Life. Boston University has taught us the importance of putting ourselves out there through giving us many leadership, extracurricular, and academic opportunities for growth. To illustrate the impact BU has had on us, I would like to share a short story about how I overcame my freshman fear. And I know if we were to pass the microphone to each person here, everyone would have a similar story about overcoming his or her freshman fear. Now for the story. As a philosophy major, you could say that every day my study has been to try to figure out how to live a good life. And after reading thousands upon thousands of pages of books from countless philosophers, my freshman fear began. I started to feel lost in all the answers these great thinkers were giving me. Each philosopher seemed more convinced about his ideas than the last. What was worse was that I found myself agreeing with conflicting opinions. I felt that there was a secret that everyone else was in on, but that I had never heard. For a few months, I was quiet, trying to really listen to the words. And as the weeks passed, I started to find minor inconsistencies in these great philosophers' arguments, and slight errors in logic here and there. Bit by bit, these philosophers did not seem so untouchable. No doubt they were brilliant, but the key is that they were not perfect. There was still room for me to make my mark. So I wrote a paper questioning everything and citing nothing. If I came to a conclusion, I had to make it work through my own logic. Simply citing another philosopher as the reason was not enough. When I got my paper back, I quickly flipped through each page until I got to the last. At the bottom of my paper, my professor, Amelie Rorty, wrote, "A splendid, independent work." And with that phrase, my freshman fear went away because at that moment I knew there was room for me to make my mark on this world. I share this story with you today for two reasons. The first being that our time at Boston University was largely shaped by this remarkable faculty. They inspire us to grow as people and lifelong learners, and are there for us as mentors to give us advice and support, never really asking for anything in return. They are some of the most selfless people I've met. It is important to remember that when we began at BU, we were entering into a lifelong community. You will always feel at home with fellow alums, and your home on Commonwealth Avenue will always be here for you. The second reason I share this story with you today is that we must always foster the independent work mentality that Boston University has inculcated in us. When we were freshmen, we thought that the seniors had all the answers. So here it is. I'm here to tell you the senior secret. And it is that there is no secret. Now, I'm sorry if that disappointed you, but I want to show you that in that phrase lies something deeper. In fact, it is one of the most important things Boston University has taught us. Sure, we have learned technical skills to bring our ideas to fruition and had real-life experiences to practice those skills, but the most unique thing about a Boston University education is that it takes this secret to heart, permeating this belief through its coursework. The fact that there is no secret means that the illusion that someone has all the answers is false. The truth is, no one has all the answers, and knowing that, we can start to clean up this world together because it gives us the permission to trust ourselves, take chances, and do something different to create our own splendid, independent work. In lending your fresh perspective to help the world, be prepared to be misunderstood. The path to greatness runs perpendicular and maybe even on a different plane than conventional paths. And if what I'm telling you right now may seem quite obvious, it's only because we've learned it all at BU. It may not always be explicitly stated, but the BU culture has nurtured our independent thought, always reminding each student to be you. This is a truly special place that praises our diversity and nurtures our common ground in an effort to help us become world leaders and lifelong learners. Carry the BU culture with you as you make your mark on this world. And with that, I would like to congratulate the class of 2012.